Now at 9, thousands of people heading to the nation's capital for Blossoms, basketball, and protests.
There's so many people yesterday, and there's probably going to be more people tomorrow.
Park your cars if you're coming down here.
How you can prepare to navigate the large crowds.
And anticipate to bundle up out there for the day tomorrow. Chilly start to the weekend, but at least Sunday should be a little bit warmer. More on that coming up.
A Maryland community on edge as police shoot and kill a driver following a terrifying traffic stop. What has neighbors so rattled?
That's crazy from a routine stop to that to happen. That's crazy. And I'm assuming that it was the officer that shot, right? Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it could have been handled better. Yeah. But then again, no one really is prepared for that to happen, right?
And security line chaos. Travelers touching down at Reagan National describe the hours long they've been waiting at airports across the country. And March Madness tipping off in the district. The impact, the ups and downs of winning and losing these games can have on our emotions.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan. Susan Trent has the night off. A live look at Reagan National happening now. Travelers facing mounting delays at DMV area airports. Earlier tonight, the FAA had a ground stop in place for all the airports in the region. That prevented any flights from landing or taking off. That has since been lifted. The FAA says it's because of a strong smell at the Potomac TRACON. That facility controls airspace in D.C., Baltimore, and Virginia. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live from Reagan. And Daniel, the ground stops have since been lifted, but there are some serious travel delays tonight. What are you seeing there at DCA?
Well, Chris, we still have a ground delay here at Reagan National Airport. Take a look at this board. A couple cancellations here, but a ton of yellow delays right there. According to the FAA's recent advisory list, there is an average delay of 73 minutes. So certainly a lot of frustrated passengers here. Now, you talked about that smell at Potomac TRACON. It was just 2 weeks ago to the day that there was another incident at that facility where firefighters from Fauquier and Prince William counties said that there was an odor trace to a circuit board that overheated and had to be replaced. We don't know exactly what happened tonight, but 2 times in the last 2 weeks is certainly a big deal for people traveling through our airspace. We talked with one man who said he was waiting on his wife from a flight from Rochester, had to get diverted to Philadelphia. They had to deplane and wait more than an hour to get back on another plane. Here's what he had to tell us.
Pilot came on her flight and said there's a ground stop in D.C. and they landed in Philadelphia to refuel, and in between all the passengers were let go. They are in the terminal, and no news when we're going to resume the flight. Well, she's not particularly happy. It's our anniversary. We were supposed to have a special dinner tonight, so we're missing that.
Nobody wants to be dealing with this going into a weekend, of course. Again, we are still on a ground delay here at Reagan National Airport. There are no more advisories for BWI and Dulles. We will continue to monitor this and bring you the latest coming up at 10 o'clock. We're live at Reagan National Airport. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, a headache for so many travelers. Daniel, thanks. President Trump has signed an executive order to pay TSA workers as Congress fails to agree on DHS funding. It is the latest effort to ease long security lines at airports as TSA employees miss their second full paycheck today. And nearly 500 agents have quit. In the memo authorizing the payments, the president says America's air travel system has reached its breaking point. And wait times are getting longer and longer at airports in the region. Check out the lines at Reagan, Dulles, and BWI. The wait times at security checkpoints, they remain unpredictable as many travelers have started taking the early bird approach, showing up way before their flights. DC News Now's Mario Carbone speaking with passengers stuck in line.
The traffic really ebbs and flows depending on the time of day, but we haven't really seen any issues here at DCA, and we know that that is not the case everywhere. Some travelers we spoke to say they waited hours this morning, and they're just ready for things to go back to normal.
It was very, very crowded. Lines everywhere, lines to check your bag. TSA line was long, but it moved.
Rebecca Butler, traveling to D.C. from Houston's Bush Airport, had her morning starting early.
We got in the TSA line at about 3:30 and got out of it at about 6:15.
In Atlanta,
it took a couple hours for us to get through. We started outside, so it was, dark when we made it there. Everybody's outside, and then we go through, weaving through baggage claim, and then we go down the hall.
Austin and Serafina Holloway spent nearly 2 hours waiting.
It was very long, but I'm going to be honest, they had it controlled pretty well.
TSA agents have gone more than 40 days without pay, leading to a slew of agents calling out. This data from earlier this week put the national call-out level at about 11%. But Friday afternoon, the president issuing this order, which requires Homeland Security to pay agents despite the shutdown, as Congress continues to fight over a funding plan.
I'm not real happy right now.
Nancy Garber flew in from Chicago for the No Kings rally in D.C. this weekend. She expects more from federal leaders.
The infighting between the two parties is just not helpful to any of us.
They should have been paid.
Until then, travelers are practicing patience.
We knew what we were getting into when we came in, and so we just went with it. So people kind of came with the attitude of, we're here to wait. Yeah. And if they weren't going to wait, I think they canceled.
And the recommendation is to always check with the airport you are flying out of, because recommendations vary based on which airport you're flying in and out of. Reporting from Reagan National, I'm Arielle Carbone, DC News Now.
Well, happening now in the district, large groups of teens cannot gather at 2 spots in D.C. D.C. police putting curfew zones in place in Navy Yard and the U Street corridor through Sunday. You can see here, anyone under 18 years old cannot gather in groups of more than 9 people. That's in effect until 11 tonight, from 8 to 11. And then the citywide curfew, that's in effect until 6 in the morning. All right, let's check in with Jackie now. And it's a little chilly out there tonight. A big tumble in temps in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, we're seeing a difference of at least 30 degrees from where we were yesterday around this time. So yes, a big drop in the temperatures, and they're only going to get colder through the overnight hours. And we're continuing to notice those showers sliding their way out, and that's associated with a cold front. And that cold front also the reason why we're tracking those colder temperatures. Yes, that front all the way south of our area, and we're noticing more of those 30s farther off towards the north and west, and that's going to continue to sink its way farther southward into our area. But right now in the district, we're holding into those 40s. Elsewhere across the map, we're into those low to mid 40s for most. But like I mentioned, much of the region will be dropping back into those lower 30s overnight tonight. So anticipate that you will need to bundle up for your outdoor plans. You may be heading out to the tidal basin early tomorrow morning. Yes, make sure that you are bundled up. Definitely want to make sure you're doing that, considering also those feels like temperatures could be into those 20s tomorrow morning. At least we do have the sunshine though out there. Temperatures eventually are back in the upper 40s to right about 50 degrees for your Saturday. Sunday will be the pick of the weekend as we're back to normal for this time of the year. More on that, and also a look ahead towards the West Side 7 Day coming up.
All right, Jackie, we'll see you then. It will be a busy weekend in the nation's capital. The cherry blossoms, of course, drawing massive crowds at the tidal basin. Demonstrators will march through the streets for a No Kings rally, and March Madness action happening at Capital One Arena. Sweet 16 already underway. Then the Elite 8 is on Sunday. All right, so before heading to the airport, DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg was talking to tourists and Washingtonians about the busy but exciting weekend ahead.
A cloudy and rainy day may not be everyone's cup of tea, but for some it's the perfect time to see the cherry blossoms in peak bloom.
The weather's rather inclement, so I figured it wouldn't be 20 deep at the railing, and it's a good day to take photos.
Well, we were thinking, like, since the weather's kind of bad, there'd be less people. We knew there was so many people yesterday, and there's probably going to be more people tomorrow, especially because it's a weekend.
The weekend is set to bring tens of thousands of people to the National Mall, not just for the blossoms themselves, but the annual Cherry Blossom Kite Festival on the Washington Monument grounds. You can see on this map road closures on portions of 15th Street, 17th Street, and Independence Avenue will be in effect from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. There's also a No Kings protest that will cause temporary closures of Memorial Bridge and Memorial Circle. The National Park Service saying driving is strongly discouraged. Meanwhile, over at Capital One Arena, the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 games have Michigan State alum Rachel Graham excited.
I graduated last year. I saw them go white. I saw them in Buffalo because I live in that area. And when they made it to the Sweet 16, my mom came down with me just to support them.
Local Duke fan Mike Jean welcomes the tourists.
This time of year, there's a lot of stuff going on in D.C., a lot of traffic and everything. Everything's for a good cause, though, and it's good to see like everybody coming around from different places and everything, see all kind of different people.
In Northwest, Daniel Hamburg, D.C. News Now.
All right, we are expecting, of course, bumper-to-bumper traffic as these events draw such large crowds and the roads get closed off. Walking, biking, and metro are likely the quickest way to get where you want to go. For the cherry blossoms, Smithsonian Station's the closest metro stop to the Tidal Basin, but will likely be the busiest as well. L'Enfant Plaza, Archives, and Federal Triangle all are about 20-minute walks. You can find a full list of road closures on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Just search road closures. All new tonight, 2 more women are reporting being inappropriately touched by a man while walking in Woodbridge, Virginia. Prince William County police say this man, riding an electric scooter, went up to a 41-year-old woman and touched her. It happened earlier this month in the area of McGuffey's Trail and Powell's Creek Boulevard. Later that same day, a 53-year-old woman reported the same encounter, this time in the area of Powell's Creek Boulevard and Jed Forest Lane. Anyone with information is asked to call Prince William County Police. We have new details tonight on a traffic stop in Maryland that led to a cop shooting and killing the driver. It happened last night on 23rd Avenue in Hyattsville when 2 officers pulled over the car. Police say around 9, one of the officers, a lieutenant, was searching the man's car while the other officer stood with the driver. At some point, the driver got back in the car and took off with the officer dangling from it. That's when the officer shot at the driver multiple times before the car crashed into a pole. Both officers were hurt but were released from the hospital Friday morning. The lieutenant who fired his gun now on administrative leave, and the Maryland Attorney General's office is investigating. Well, crews out working to repair a water main break in D.C. That break happening near Union Station on North Capitol Street at Massachusetts Avenue Northwest. The road is closed as D.C. water crews work. Drivers are being asked to find an alternative route around that break. Well, Metro celebrating a big birthday, 50 years since it launched here in the DMV. The staff threw a party for customers at Metro Center. They handed out 50th anniversary pennants. Metro General Manager and CEO Randy Clark was out there taking photos and greeting people. Now, before the party, 150 Metro fans joining Clark for a special 50th anniversary ride. The trip running on the original Red Line route that opened in 1976 from Farragut North to Rhode Island Avenue. Transit fans sharing their favorite Metro memory.
I'm currently the world record holder to visiting all 98 Metro stations in the shortest amount of time, 7 hours, 22 minutes.
My favorite part of riding Metro is the people. Getting to meet people on the system, like all of these amazing transit people here, but also employees, just getting to interact with staff and say hi and getting to thank them for the awesome work that they do.
All right, riders were picked through a social media contest where they expressed their passion for Metro, just like that passenger. All right, coming up here in DC News Now at 9.